Revolver Brewing Company, Blood and Honey. That's actually what I'm made of.
Sounds so right.
All right.
I'm really curious about this one.
It's pale. It's golden.
Yeah, it's golden for sure.
All right. Let's get aggressive. Pew, pew.
It is Revolver.
Oh, the cops are after us.
So I was just like, wow, what's happening outside?
We're not going down without a fight.
It's a little hazy.
Hazy, heady. Ooh. Okay, so I can definitely taste the.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
citrus pulp.
Yeah. Well, and look at the top of it.
Uh-huh.
Is yours super dark on the top like that? Maybe it's
At the top, yeah, a little
way darker
dark.
than the bottom, like it's settling. Interesting.
This is an American ale. Ale brewed with blood orange peel, honey, and spices. An unfiltered deep golden ale brewed with malted two-row barley and wheat. Finished with blood orange peel, Texas honey, and a blend of spices. This is coming out of Granbury, Texas. 7%.
I feel like Revolver had to be from Texas.
Yeah.
Just
Go Texan. You know?
wow, that is interesting. I'm smelling like, I mean, obviously citrus, but like grainy too.
Mm-hmm.
Which just seems like a weird combination.
I smell a lot of like orange pulp.
Oh, definitely. For sure.
Like it's really prominent, really strong.
They're not just straight citrus, but like, yeah, the actual pulp of it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not, like, blood orange isn't actually like that sweet.
I was going to say, I was going to ask you if you knew, because I don't think I've ever had it.
Yeah. Or the ones I've had weren't like as sweet.
As sweet as a regular orange.
Mm-hmm.
Are they more sour? Because this almost does smell sour.
A little bit. It's just like, I don't know. They're... I don't know how to describe that. It's just like it's not as sweet. We know that for sure. Yeah.
That is an interesting smell.
All right. What are we toasting to?
The Revolver thing's got me thrown. So I don't want to toast to Texas. So.
To the Second Amendment.
Oh God. Oh, I'm not sure about that either.
Yeah. So,
whoa, that's a taste there.
Huh?
That's unusual. Wow.
It is, right?
I was expecting it to be straight citrus, but it is not.
The honey is like a light touch, a little bit clovery, like a little.
That's what I'm. Yep. The spices, I guess, is partly what I'm. That was not smelling that as much as I'm tasting that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Whew, that's an interesting beer.
So, the Black Panther was shot up like crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, bullets just bounced off.
Right.
Now, when will bad guys know that bullets don't work?
That's a good question.
It'll work if they're
already down.
Innocence on the line.
Yes.
They must get hurt or die.
Yeah.
But everything else, the superhero cannot.
Do they not
touch
watch
it.
superhero movies? Like, how do the bad guys not watch superhero movies? And
I
know
don't.
this?
Yeah. It just baffles me.
That would be good canon within it. That like the bad guys in this movie have watched, like the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like they've referenced the fact that they've seen these other movies. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
That's true.
But like, of course, the missiles for the Wakandan ship.
Yeah.
Those worked, except for the one. Like, I know there were two bogies trailing it, and
Yeah.
latched onto it, and then he
And
did
this
this,
worked?
and then she said break it or whatever, and it just broke. I didn't
Yeah,
understand
was that magical at that point? That's what I was trying to think. Are they? I did actually. I was wondering the same thing. Was that some sort of weird fantasy magic that suddenly? Because that wouldn't have been and that wouldn't have been a technology unless it was a shield.
I don't know what was happening there.
The shield. I don't know. Yeah, there was something else like that with the weapons that didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
That they referenced, and then all of a sudden later on they didn't use it. I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, when they blew the car up. And the girl, she's... The warrior, the general...
The general,
was fine. And then she's in the seat. Like, how did she not die?
No. I think she was on top of the car.
Yeah, she was.
She flew
but the
out.
one driving...
Yeah. It was like
the car got exploded. How did she not... Like, really? That was a little weird.
It was great crumple technology.
Apparently.
You know?
I guess, was that a Wakandan car? I guess
Wakandan Motorworks.
Right.
You know, like,
that was a very special invisible airbag just around that driver's seat.
Yeah.
That part kind of was like, I mean, it was funny, but it was a little...
Yeah.
I don't know, they could have done something a little different with that.
Yeah. But I think that was a good way to implement humor, because
yeah,
I don't know, it just seems so seamless, you know, like
yeah,
you could take it or leave it, you know. It was either
true, yeah,
part of an action.
It was kind of funny. I mean, I laughed.
It was kind of funny. But if you were God, what is his name?
The king? Yeah.
The king.
So I think I don't know the general's name either. I just keep calling him the general. I want to call her Michelle.
T'Challa. I keep wanting to say T'Chulu. T'Challa. Yeah. So T'Challa's father killed his brother.
Yes.
And abandoned his nephew.
Yes.
Like T'Challa's love interest, you know, she said, "No man is perfect." I think that was the message of the movie. That, you know, like,
right.
That was just so perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like no man.
There's always moral dilemma,
mm-hmm.
and no matter which side you pick, there's always going to be
the other side of the
story.
Other
side, or regret, or something, because
mm-hmm.
no matter which side you went with.
Yeah. Now Killmonger's like motivations were, I don't know, like it made it seem like his environment produced him, you know, like how much of a
it was a little, because it was sort of revenge,
mm-hmm.
but then it turned into, well, he wants to just expose the world to these weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it got a little heavy-handed. We're gonna let, you know, these downtrodden people suddenly rise up, and it's like, really, think ahead just like a day, and you realize your mistake in that. Like that seemed a little like, come on.
Yeah.
He seemed smarter than that.
Mm-hmm. You know, like,
and he worked for the CIA. Like, he should know better. So that seemed to it did almost seem like it was all, that was sort of an excuse, and it was really just revenge.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna become king and screw them because they left me, kind of thing.
Right.
Because that whole story arc was a little strange for me.
Yeah. You know, of course, it glosses over his story, but, you know, he said he was like this product of let's say Compton.
The streets.
Really excelled, went to MIT, fought, you know, in several wars, was CIA agent, this and that, physically, like, capable, and, you know, I would have thought that, he would have kind of realized that releasing so much power would undo, like, would be more harm than good.
Right.
Know?
That's kind of where it...
But then again, you could also, like... This is why I think the movie is so great. The writer is so great. Because you can still, like...
You can see where he's... you see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know that part because I just felt like he was smarter than that.
Yeah.
I felt like there should have been something. I don't know. Because a lot of times the bad guys aren't. They're out for power or they're out for whatever. And it felt like he really... I mean, he wanted the power of being the king, I guess, but...
A little bit, but also, like, I think his main motivation was to release, you know, like...
Right, like, and to take over the world, but he wouldn't be doing that so much. So it was like, it wasn't all about his power, it was about...
Enabling other people, like, other...
Well, and even when he dies, he says, like, my ancestors who jumped off the boats, like, he's referencing much more recent history than the Wakandan history.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to tell where that was being the timeline of Earth.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's referencing slaves jumping off the boats before they came to America and being in bondage. So like I don't know, it was the mixing of the two kind of got a little foggy, I guess, of what he was really trying to accomplish.
Yeah. But no, yeah, this movie was great because it, you know, it allowed you to, you know, be in the skin of both sides.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, because like you said, there's empathy.
Yeah,
you can see both of them. It's not just one. I'm trying to think of another Marvel movie that has like just an obvious bad guy that there's no goodness. You just gotta kill him and then it's over and then everybody's happy. Like there's not any redeeming factor in this one. You can see both sides. There's a little bit of redeeming in both. And even at the beginning, you don't like the mountain guys, really, because but then they end up coming back and of course
helping. Yeah,
of course helping.
Yeah,
shock. I called that early on. I can't help you. Yeah, you're gonna come back and help us. Come on.
Going back to the challenge waterfall match, I thought that if you were thrown off the waterfall, you won. Therefore, delegitimize. You know, like,
well, it sounded like you either have to give up or die.
Oh, okay.
And he basically is like, "See, I'm alive, and I never gave up, so the challenge is still going."
Yeah. Okay. So I was mistaken there.
I think that to me that's what, but they don't know if they actually clearly specified that.
Yeah. He didn't die, but also like he had help.
He did. That's true.
You know, he had help, but also like.
Because they wouldn't have they let their own. Because if it was still on top of the waterfall, would they have let somebody else come in and help them? Probably not. So you're right, the help thing.
Yeah. So, I don't know. There are a few like little things I wonder about. In the end, just a great.
Oh yeah, it's great. Movie.
As far as Marvel goes, it's up there.
Yeah.
And
definitely entertaining. Definitely exciting.
Yeah.
All the fun CGI war and fighting that you want to see.
Yeah.
I did like the more hand-to-hand combat type battles.
Yeah.
I just enjoy that in sort of a fight scene.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of that.
Yeah. Except for the battle rhinos. They're really cool and badass, but also like too CGI'd, you know.
They were a little CGI.
Even the pen,
they were. I appreciate a really CGI animal though, because I don't think they should use real animals. So if I can tell it's CGI, I'm like, good, they didn't use a real animal. That's a weird thing that I have that most people would not appreciate.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see real ones. So. But that was so unexpected for me to hold the battle.
Because the animal's not going to profit from you like shooting it and making it do things. You know?
Exactly.
Like,
and they can do enough with CGI to make it look pretty cool. So.
Yeah.
I'll give them
that. Great movie. Really enjoyed it. Not perfect, but it's a Marvel movie. You know?
Yeah. It was definitely one of the better. I'd say I haven't seen all of them, of course, but
I haven't either.
Probably top 5 of the ones I've seen, I would say.
I mean, you see a few, you can kind of like generalize it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But that's, for me, I think that's why people go to see Marvel movies.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting into when you go in. You're not going to necessarily be surprised, but they're still good.
Yeah.
Every time.
But okay, so here's two trends that are happening. Like you've got Marvel movies that are becoming too like, not, they're implanted humorous scenes in them, like they're becoming really jokey, like the audience is expecting it, like, oh, we want to like laugh and cry, but also like now you're seeing elements of this deep rooted philosophical dilemma. You know, like this one, Logan. You know, like there's like really cool writing in it. You know, like finally some substance. It is,
yes, because it's not just bad guy versus good guy. Good guy wins. It's over. There's a little bit more to it. That's true.
There's substance, and this trend is gonna go like, and I hope there's a good like harmony between, you know, like jokiness, like you can enjoy, but also like you don't leave just kind of just, you know, not thinking about it. Seeing it, it's like, okay, the good guys are gonna win.
Right,
you know, like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Or even if they do, you kind of think, wait, did they do that?
Yeah.
They kind of were the anti-hero a little bit. Like, I like that in anything. Mm-hmm. I like when the hero is not really the good guy. Mm-hmm. Or the hero. Because you're like, wow, they're actually really terrible people.
A faulty hero, sort of.
But I enjoy that because that's more realistic, too. And it just adds more depth to the whole, to everything. Like, I like when there is faults. Like you said, no man is perfect.
Yeah.
No person is perfect. So there's always going to be elements that you sort of question why they did what they did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that it just makes for a more interesting story to tell, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Going back to that one line, no man is perfect. Mm-hmm. I think her inflection in that one was meaning man, male.
Yes, I think so too.
But I think like it was meant for humanity, you know?
Yeah.
But it feels to me like hearing it's like, oh, no man is perfect.
Well, I think it was because of, and there was such a, again, a little heavy-handed on like the warriors were the women. Even the mother was very dominant. Like the women, it wasn't really it wasn't a matriarchy because it was, but it definitely had a little of that, which is, I think it does reflect on sort of the Amazonian and sort of the African tribal. Tends to lend it to having women leaders versus typical American society. It doesn't seem to always happen. Yeah. So it did, but I saw the same thing where she was kind of, it was a little tongue in cheek of like, no man is perfect, but you know, we are. So that's sort of what. Yeah. But at the same time, there was moral dilemma within, especially the general. I think she was the main one that was like, well, no, I can't. I have to be loyal to the throne, but then wasn't, like, you could see her fighting with what she was supposed to do. And I think that was a bit of an interesting little twist on the story. It wasn't so obvious. Because I feel like in other movies, right away she would have been like, no, I'm not going to follow him. I'm going this other way. But it took her a little while to move to that side.
No, the general, I forget her name. You know, like...
It's Michonne. I don't know.
Yeah. The names are difficult for me. But, like, besides that, she... what was I gonna say? Oh fuck!
You only have like one beer in. I don't know.
Oh my god! What was I gonna say? She was like she was sort of She had a dilemma.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Damn. That
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, she's a good character. She was almost more interesting. So it's one of the most interesting characters.
Yeah.
Because you could see the fighting within her to try to decide what to do. Well, I mean, because she was obviously loyal to the king, and then to the son, and definitely had feelings and love for, you know, the friendship or whatever for the guy. And then when he died or fell off the cliff, and the other came into power, you could see that she was like, you know, I have to. I still have to have that loyalty. It is the throne, but obviously she was having that dilemma of like, wait, no, it really wasn't. It's the people, it's the person, and not just the throne that. But it took her a little while because she stayed on that side during the meetings and stuff initially. That was like, and everybody did, which I thought was pretty interesting. The idea of, again, in other movies, I feel like immediately everybody would have just screw this guy, we're going to kick him out. But they didn't. That tradition, I guess, whatever it was, that kept them, whoever the next king is, we have to just keep going.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm trying to remember if the timeline of the movie, when he said to burn all the heart-shaped herbs.
Yeah.
Did they stay loyal after that, or did that start? To me, it makes sense if they started falling off after that, because what they were doing was so traditional based. That was such tradition based, and when he said to just destroy it, that would have just cut those ties of the tradition. Yeah. But I don't remember if that was before or after. I can't remember when they showed those scenes of them.
Yeah.
Walking in, but then it does make you think. Well, is that kind of, again, coming back to like modern day, that tradition, the way things are always done? Should you keep doing that? This sort of proves like no. But then I don't know. He comes back after the combat, and they all like him because the combat wasn't finished. Yeah. That was the reason they. I don't know. Which was part of the tradition too.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Revolver?
I don't know.
I like it.
I do. It's taken me a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's definitely unusual, or not what I expected.
Yeah.
Unless I gotta finish it.
It's interesting.
It's sweeter than I normally like, but I think the complexity of, like you said, that blood orange that's not quite so sweet.
Yeah. Really
kind of balances it out.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's definitely a good try. Like it's a interesting beer. I like it. I like it.
You don't love it?
Let me stop there.
Just like
Let me stop there.
I'm glad I tried it.
Yeah.
One glass of it, I think, is good, or one bottle of it is good. I don't know if I could have a lot of them. Is this a little... I don't know.
Yeah.
Good on Revolver, though, for going for something a little unusual.
Yeah.
That's definitely unusual.
Yeah. So, pick up a copy at your local beer store. The Revolver